I'm going to go straight with the topic of the day. So I want to read something that I got from one of my mentors of the 3P, and I hope we can all listen to it. Yeah, so here it goes. Happiness is free. It's a gift from God, a feeling that we access from inside. It's formless. Money is a material form. It's neutral. We decide to create the feeling we have over money. How much is enough to make us happy? Zero, because happiness is from within. Compassion allows us to create joy by sharing. That was given to me by one of my 3P mentors, who is called Jim Beck. And it's literally what we are going to talk about today. Money and 3Ps. When we talk about 3Ps, 3Ps is the kind of life we are living. 3P is connected to everything we are living in life. So when we bring in money, how is it? How is money connected to everything we are living in this life? How is money connected to it? It's like, as what I've read here, that we have the decision to decide on how we take money, on how we want money, on how we see money. So as we are living in this world, we have to go slow with money, because if we rush, let me add something else. As I was talking to Jim Beck, he gave me some history about Seeding Bank when he was starting, after he discovered these natural given gifts of God, the 3Ps, and he started sharing them with everyone who was interested in hearing the fact about life. By that time, he had no money. He was poor. And when he was teaching, when he was sharing the knowledge about the 3Ps, he still used not to charge. He used not to charge any single money for anybody to hear this fact truth. Remember, he was poor and he used not to charge any money. He used to just share the truth about. And within the process, within time going over and over, people he was sharing to started giving him back appreciations. And that's how money came in, because he was being given the appreciation of what he was teaching, sharing. Yeah. So in life, whenever we feel like we like money and we like it too much, this modern life, everything is connected about money. No, you have to buy this, you have to, even right now, as we are talking on the webinar, all of us, we've put data to be connected so we can hear this. I agree, we need money. We need money, but we should put a limit on how much we are in need of it. The decision of loving it too much. How much, how badly do we need it? Are we ready to do anything to get this money? Let me give an example. What if I did not get a chance of getting the money for data today? Like I tried my level best and I failed to get data for the webinar today. What am I going to do? How badly am I going to go because I want to be on the webinar and I have no data? What decision am I going to make? What is it pushing me to do? So, and most people think when you have money, you have happiness. And is not right. That is definitely not right. Money is not happiness. No. Money has never bought happiness. Happiness is something that is within. It comes right from within you. You create it. It is right inside you. You just have to create it for yourself to be happy. Money can't. Money can help you access because it's a material thing. Money can help you access things that you want, but you can still be happy without going to the supermarket to buy those things. You can still be happy without driving that big car. You can still be happy without that big mansion. You're comfortable and okay with what you have, contented. And with that, slowly by slowly, that's where the compassion comes in. Slowly by slowly, you get up, you are lifted up, you are lifted up. So today I feel like I want to attach this thing biblically, because I know it mostly biblically, and I always believe and I walk in it biblically. When it comes to money, I always have a question about it. I say, what does God say about this? So I have only 4 scriptures that we are going to talk about, and then I'll give it back to Philip. Then I'll be ready for the questions to come. So the first scripture, we are going to read it together. It is in the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 5. And it says, keep your life free from love of money and be content with what you have. For he said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. It tells us we need to be content with what we have, because even what we have, some people don't have it. The little house you have, you see it's little, you see it's small. Somebody is looking for that small house to sleep in. The 1 meal you are having a day, you feel it's too small. Somebody is looking for it because he goes 2 days without a meal. So anything you feel is small, somebody is yearning to have it. So we learn to be content and to keep our lives free from love of money. That was the first scripture. And then the second scripture is in Proverbs 13:11. It says, wealth gained hastily will wither, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. If you want wealth, you have to gather it little by little, slowly by slowly. You don't have to do unnecessary drama to get wealth. You don't have to go beyond all the miles you wouldn't have gone for quick wealth, because it tells us that that one is going to finish very quickly. Very quickly. The wealth you're making as fast as you can in all possible ways, negative ways. And the third one will be Ecclesiastes 5:10. He who loves money will not be satisfied with money, nor he who loves wealth with his income. This all is vanity. If you love too much money, you will not be satisfied with money. You can't be satisfied with money when you love a lot of money, because this is all vanity. It all expires. It all finishes. At one point, this all goes away and you remain as a person with it, without money, without a job, without anything. One day it all disappear and you remain alone. And the last one will be 1 Timothy 6, verse 10. For the love of money is a root of all kind of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many pangs. It's because of the love of money. So, for the love of money is a root to all evil. Now, I'm not saying that we don't need money. We do. We do need money. I'll give you an example. Right now, we are connected here because we all put data and we buy data. They don't give us free data. And it's a lot of data because we're on video and we're on a Zoom. But we also mind, how far can we go to get the money that we need to run our lives? Are we forgetting about our happiness? Are we forgetting that even without money, we can still be happy? We can still be content with what we already have? The first gift we appreciate God for, it's life, because he doesn't charge us for life. We don't pay him for life. No one has ever paid for oxygen for life. So as long as God gives us life for free, then that means we have the right to be happy and start a new day, expecting the positive things in that new day, without rushing, without grabbing somebody's thing because you want money, without lying, without faking, without stealing, without doing unnecessary things to get money. Only the sign God gives us every single day is when we wake up breathing and we don't pay. He gives us the life for free. So it's definitely a happy day for us. And that keeps on going. Every day I wake up, I'm alive. It's a happy day for me because I expect positivity. I expect to go to work and I earn. I expect somebody to come and show me compassion. So as I believe in that happiness, as I still share the happiness with others, I share happiness, I share compassion. Likewise to me, it brings back to me. As I share to them the happiness and the compassion, they share it to me. So I strongly say we need money, but it doesn't buy our happiness. Our happiness is within. We can still be comfortable and content with what we have. I remember when I took the journey to Nakivari refugee camp, I just don't know, but practically I saw the faces of these refugees. They don't have much like we do have in our normal life. They don't have much. When you look at them, they're in a land which is not theirs, in a country which is not theirs, and they are hoping the government to come and give them food, whereby the government takes long to come and give them food. So they look for their ways, maybe digging, maybe working in people's farms. But guess what? They have smiles on their faces. Their faces are full of smiles. And when the moment I went there, the way they welcomed me was the joy, the happiness in their face could show that we don't even mind if we're in another country. We are contented. We are okay. God has given us life. God has given us energy. We can still work in somebody's garden and get money. So that is happiness. It's not all about what money can give you, what can do for you. No. It's all about what you can give to yourself without money. And that is the happiness, this true self-happiness that is within. Yeah, so allow me give it back to Philips. And then from there, we will wait and welcome the questions. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. I think I'm audible now.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you. So I'd like to share my story or insights I've seen with my team and also myself concerning money. So recently, members of my team have suffered from malaria, and it was tough for them to serve the community as they were feeling weak. So they came to me, tell me how they are feeling, and of course, it was not easy since they were lacking money, sometimes to cater for the treatment. So they had to ask me, how can you help us? And it was right, because as their leader, I was seeing it as the right thing. So I had to think on how to manage by listening to my inner wisdom. So I came with an idea that we have to utilize what fits in our available money. Though they came with more suggestions. Maybe I want to go somewhere, get treatment. So I came to see we have to utilize and see what fits in what we have. So we agreed buy malaria tablets that came help and maintain some money for buying fruits, like to boost their immunity, and it really worked out. So one of our team counselor, who is Andrew, was so happy after the treatment and also after getting some small balance that helped him to buy some fruits, maybe to buy some good food at home as he was recovering from malaria. So this possible solution that was created, and he said, I've seen the power of free will to think and manage life, because he was thinking that maybe because he's sick, I should make sure I take him, maybe transfer him either to Mbarara or somewhere to get treatment. But so that we have to think and agree on how and what we have, and we managed to sort the sickness by buying the drugs, by also maintaining the money that we had, and they also get some food. So it's not that we must use our mind to solve the problems, because money comes and money goes. And I have learned that with momentum, we are able to attract money our way. Because without momentum, then you find we don't have good moods. Like we are thinking maybe negativity, maybe thinking that money is there. If it is there, we have to use them all, it gets finished. So we need to continue like doing our best. And also, if God is always on our way, then you find we get momentum to attract more money into our side, and we get good feelings. So if we embrace positive feelings that will create positive thinking, you find we are earning money. Because when we are having money, we solve some other challenges that are coming our way. So I and the team, we shared, for example, in Germany, with love and pure sharing, we earned money that solved some of our challenges. Of course, we had suffered a lot without having office. We got office rent, we got business cards, we got food for counselors, we got internet. And that came because we had now earned money, but through sharing and through the momentum that we did. So because people were touched by our sharing, they were able to donate something. They were able to donate money. And we are already living in happy life. We were already understanding about happiness, how it is free and inside us. But still, we needed money. And when we got money, we solved some other problems that we are facing. So with our clients in different villages, in different groups, they are sometimes always worried about lack of money, about how they are going to solve the problems they are having. But we point to them where their mind and see their inner wisdom with contentment, to appreciate, first of all, their lives they are having, and also to appreciate what they are having already. So what life brings, understand that there is no answer from worrying. That if we are worrying, every time we are worrying, then we cannot be able to generate anything, because we are worried about what is happening. We are worried that we don't have money, instead of concentrating on how best are we going to generate that. So we have seen that if we keep the momentum high, then you find we are getting more money and getting more support into our lives and our projects. So quieting our minds, we have seen it is so much important in our life, and wisdom, we have seen that it lies within. So also, if our minds are clear, we think best ways to generate money and manage the little that we have. So I've seen how money is so important into our lives, although we have learned about love of God, although we know about forgiveness, but also to understand that with money, life becomes more easier. Thank you so much. I think we shall welcome some more questions. Also, Sylvia, if you have something to add, then we push from there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Philip. Before I add on something, I'm going to request Martha. Harry has written here that make sure ask Martha about having money from love and sharing. So Martha, can you please also share with us about having money, from love and sharing? And then I'll add on from there.
Okay, thank you so much, Sylvia and Philip. That was a great sharing. Just like Sylvia shared Sydney Bank story, when he started sharing, he was just sharing for free. He was not charging anything, and he was sharing from the heart, sharing true love and happiness. And people started acknowledging him by paying him some money, and that is how he started getting some money. Yeah, from that good feeling that they were having, and the teaching that they were getting, because the teaching were really touching them, and it was helpful. And he was getting that money from that note that he was asking. He was just getting it just from people, pure hearts from people. Yeah, that happened exactly to me. I shared with the German people. I've been sharing about love, happiness from within myself, from straight from my heart, and money just started coming in. Yeah, and that when I was sharing, I was not expecting that, and just from I got that from how people were touched from my sharing about love, happiness, and my healing journey. I didn't know that I was going to have the flow of money. Yeah. And what I've realized is that true happiness, yes, we need that money, but money is not that happiness that pure happiness that we are looking for. The pure happiness is within ourselves, because money, we need to be contented with what we get. The small that we get, we be contented with it. And that is why you can get someone is living in a big mansion and he's very sad. Is not his life is not good. He's very sad, and yet he has money. But you get someone living in a small hut, and she's contented with the small that she has, and she's living happily, very happily, compared with the one that is living in a big mansion. Yes, yes, truly we need money, but money is not our happiness. True happiness is within ourselves. Yes, because if you can have that money, but you can't buy happiness. You can have a lot of money to buy anything in this world, but happiness cannot be bought, because true happiness is within yourself. Yeah. Maybe grandfather can say something also.
Yes. Thank you, sister and brother. Yes,
Thank
with
you,
happiness.
Thank
you. Yes. Say with money, we cannot buy happiness whatsoever. We have seen so many rich men, rich people. Some are just hanging themselves, but they leave those money behind because they have heaviness in their hearts. They don't have happiness. They lack happiness, but they are very rich in this world with worldly things. But they cannot buy happiness. With the money, we can build houses, we can buy our cars, we can buy our clothing, we can buy food, but we cannot buy happiness with that money. So we find money is good. And the Bible says that the source of the evil is money. The love of money is the source of evil things. But money with in three P's, we use money to help our brothers, sisters who are in need. Those needy people, we help with money. The Bible says, let's have friends with our riches. We have friends with our riches, make friends. We make friends with what we have. So we go to those people who are needy to give them, if they are poor people, we give money to help them. So we need money to use in such a way. When we are preaching even the gospel, we enter in the homes, the poor people there, but we give them money. If we have money to help the people, those who sleep with no food, we help them with food. Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much, Grandpa and Martha. That was an interesting thing. And I strongly believe with you, and I support that too. Somebody should not misquote this topic. We are not saying that we don't need money. We do need money. Actually, everybody needs money to move life. But the question is, what feeling do you create over money? What feeling do you create over money? Inside you, what feeling do you create over money? Do you feel like if you don't have money, life is no more? Do you feel like without money, you cannot live? Do you feel like without too much money, you can't enjoy life? Do you feel like without too much money, nothing moves on? So it's all about the feeling you create with money that brings out the whole picture about 3P and money. But as long as you know that life can still move on, even without money, you can still be happy. You know, there is a way God caters for you. I want to bring this biblically. There is a way God caters for you, even in that last moment when you don't have any single cent in your home. God knows it. God knows that you don't have any last money in your home, but there is a way God sustains you. So I want to read David's question, and we are all going to answer these questions according to how we are seeing it. David says, "Hello, Sylvia. My question is this. I lost my job since January because the USAID has stopped supporting the organization. I've been working with it for 8 years. And now my children have stopped going to school because we have no money to pay their school fees. And the whole family is sad because we lack many things we used to buy when I was working. So what has brought sadness in my family?" Allow me repeat this question again, please. Hello, Sylvia. My question is this. I lost my job since January because the USAID has stopped supporting the organization. I've been working with it for 8 years. And now my children have stopped going to school because we have no money to pay their school fees. And the whole family is sad because we lack many things we used to buy when I was working. So what has brought sadness in my family? I'm going to throw that question to everybody who is in the room. And I will request Philip. Philip and I will be the last people to answer this question or to say something about it. But I would love, apart from Harry, apart from Jim, apart from William, Mark, let every African who is here, let us try to give ideas on the question David has given. The floor is open, please.
Okay, maybe I will answer that. You don't have to be sad because you have to find you yourself have the happiness within yourself. Just go into your quiet mind and you will find the answer within yourself. You yourself have the answer. Just go into your quiet mind and your wisdom will guide you on what to do. Yeah. And you don't have to be sad because no situation is permanent. Things will just unfold themselves. Because in this life, you can't be just living happily every day. No, there must be ups and downs. We have to know how to deal with these ups and downs by the use of the 3 principles. The 3 principles will help us when we are in those dark moments like these ones. Just go into your quiet mind and your inner wisdom will guide you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Martha, for that response. Can we please have someone? Kenneth, I'm seeing you online. Stuart.
Yeah. Can I try on that one? I think I can try to answer David. As Martha has said, there is no situation which is permanent. Yes, the USAID has stopped, but we must move on with life. As 3P teaching, they always tell us that we try other things. We have God. With God, we try our best to do the best. So to me, I think to answer that question, let us know how to handle things, as Martha has said. Good situations are there and bad situations are there. But when the bad ones come, how do we handle them? If the USAID has gone, we can try other ways of how to live in life, but not being sad because the job has got finished, and you find even the family will never be happy again. No, let us know that happiness is free. Even before the job, people can be happy. Without job, there are some people without jobs and they are happy in their families. So to me, I think I can try to answer that question like that we keep on the line. Let us not move the other side. And my point is to know that happiness is free and it is ever there.
All right. So me, I would like to share to David, as he mentioned, that the family is sad because he has lost job. Of course, we understand that sadness is coming from what we are thinking mostly. And you have lost job, but you have to understand that sometimes that can happen. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. But if now you squeeze yourself in sadness because you have lost job, then you find you have covered now your happiness. So the best solution is to understand that the job has gone, has been bringing money, and that is true. But now, what other ways can you do? Because now this sadness is covering the whole family, but it has started with you. You are sad yourself. Now it is now growing. Your sadness is now exploding to the whole family because maybe you are there seated. Now your children are coming your way. You are no longer even smiling because there is no money, which I may say that it may be wrong. So the money, maybe it has reduced, or maybe it is not there. But the best way is to keep the positive vibe, the positive thinking. How best can you manage the family again? Before the job, you were living. You cannot tell me that you were living more sad, but you tried your best and you got the job. When you got the job, maybe the happiness you had, it increased because of the job, maybe because of what you are getting. So you have to understand that this is the situation that are happening. Also, feel contented. This one has gone. What are you trying to create? This like I may relate it with someone who is having you have 10,000 in your pocket, but now you found your 10,000 shillings has dropped on the way. So you cannot keep like you stop on the road where you expect that 10,000 has been like thrown on the road around there. Then you have to sleep there. You have to stay there because your 10,000 has just dropped on the way. You have to go home and you keep praying and you keep moving. Then definitely the doors will open. But if you just stay on the road where you think that your 10,000 has been dropped, then you may find more challenges are coming. Maybe the vehicle is going to come and hit you. That is another accident. So you are looking for money on the road that you think you have lost. You are not going home. Now you are getting another accident. So what I can advise you, David, is to feel contented and understand that this is a situation. No situation is permanent. Understand that things happen, but there is changes. Changes are there. So this has happened, but be hopeful, and feel okay that things are happening and the changes are there. You will recover from that and you'll get another job. Thank you.
Wow.
Yes, Sylvia,
Wow.
can I say something?
Yes, please, Kenneth, go ahead.
I was talking, but then the network became a problem. So thank you so much. To me, I think that one, no conditions are permanent. No conditions are permanent. And in whatever challenges which we go through, we realize that it creates for you a way, it gets for you a solution. And then what could be the solution? The solution is, do we learn how to live a positive mind? That would be a best solution, that yes, today I was not having, tomorrow I can have. There is hope. That is why we see Jesus telling us that he is the hope for the hopeless. So at this opportunity time, this man was becoming hopeless, that now the funding has stopped, maybe the job has gone, but there is hope after there, bearing in mind that situations are not permanent. And now you have to learn to have positivity in all situations which you undergo, because it is like maybe someone has lost a child. Do you mean you need to stop producing? A child is in a class, has failed a paper. Does it mean that this child should stop attending to the classes because of failing a paper? No, it just creates for you a solution that now, if this has happened, what could be the next step for me, such that I can now achieve and develop? Basically, that is what I wanted to share. Back to you, Sylvia.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kenneth. Thank you so much, Philips. I believe all these answers, David, you are getting something out of them. And I love the way scriptures are coming out in this topic of money and 3 P's. People are bringing in scriptures from the Bible. I hope, grandfather, you are happy wherever you are. Yeah, so I want to ask David a question, which you're not going to answer, but if you can put a video and nod the head. you asked that what brought sadness in your family after you lost the job. Now your kids can't go to school. You can't buy the things you used to buy at home. So what brought sadness was the question. Now let me also ask you a question. What if the job was still there with the you said, and everything was moving on the way you expected? Everything was moving on well. I'm sorry to say, and it's not going to happen, and they happen to lose you and you die. What would have caused the sadness in the home? You see? So,
Yeah.
money. Yes, David, you want to say something? Okay. So, money is not the only thing that causes sadness in a home. No, 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 no. We've been talking about these things about 3Ps, that there are some things that we cannot control. There are some challenges that come in our life and we cannot control. We don't have power to control them. It is only God who knows why they happen in those moments, in those times. Things like death, things like losing a job, things like an accident. They come when you don't expect them, and we have no power. So the thing is, when the you said took the job, now, what are you going to do? Are you going to cry for them? Will they bring the job back? No, they're not going to bring it back because now it's cancelled. So I'll go back to what Martha has said. Now it is in your inner feeling. It's you now to communicate to your inner person. To communicate to your inner person. And then I'll go back to what Kenneth says. Now it's you to bring up the positivity, that positive part of the 3Ps out now. No, you are the strength of the family now. You are the one to tell them it's going to be well. I have a positive mind. I have a positive mind. I have a positive feeling that all is going to be well. At this time, this is a challenge that has come. Yes, we have nothing to do about it. It has come, but it's not taking our happiness away as a family. We can still use the little we have. For school, I know it hurts for a kid to sit home, but let me remind you, COVID came, all the children were at home. And after some time, they resumed school. School can be resumed at any time, David. This time, you talk to your inner man, keep the positive feeling just rising in you. That anytime an opportunity is coming, something good is coming, encourage your family, encourage your wife. It starts with you. That smile every day starts with you. Like, I need them to ask you a question, but Daddy, why are you even smiling in this situation? Your wife will ask you, but honey, why are you smiling when we are like this? Because you know that no situation is permanent. And even when they come, they shouldn't take our happiness away. They shouldn't. We need to put that smile on, the smile that comes from within. And then we tell them all is going to be well. I'm positive, 100% positive that all is going to be well. You are going to go back to school. We are going to be eating whatever we used to eat. Everything's going to be ready. But if you are as a father and as a 3P educator comes down and you're on their level, oh my God, now the job is gone, the school is gone, everything is gone. Terrible situation. They are also going to be negative minded. They are going to have a lot of negativity, and a lot is going to happen in your home which is negative. So please, David, it's not all about money. And let me tell you that money is not the problem that has brought sadness in your home. That is something we cannot control. No. I believe there's still some money that you guys can use to move on and keep going until when God sees that now David is going to get a new job. So keep the vibe on, keep the positivity going, Don't let it come down. I'm seeing Papa Jim unmuted. Would you love to say something, Papa Jim? Okay, he has muted himself because actually he's not supposed to be talking. So before I give it back to Philip, I really want to give it back to Philip. Stuart says, and again, David, continue to follow your positive thoughts, not negative thoughts. Thank you all. We'll be fine. David, all those are your answers to you, and how I wish you can at least talk to us and tell us if all this has benefited you, and then I can give it back to Philip and we go further in other questions. And David writes down here, thank you so much for all your answers. Even now, I've started having hope and understand that life is about going up and down. Thank you, Sylvia, Philips, and everyone. We are happy that we could help with that. And we just encourage you to please keep the positive mind. Just keep the positivity in you and don't let go. All will be well. So, Philip, allow me hand it over to you and then we continue. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sylvia, and everyone for contributions towards answering that question. But I'd like to ask also a question to the team. I don't know if they can try to answer. So, can money answer all our questions in life? That is a question also to the team. Can money answer our questions? Maybe I can hear from Martha because he has a good experience with money. So, can money answer all our questions in life, or solve everything in life?
No, because money is not everything in life. Let's say like happiness. You can't compare money with happiness. Those are two different things, because you can have money, a lot of money, but you can't buy happiness. So money is not everything. Yes, we need it, but we just need that money that can sustain us. Because if you get greedy and you want a lot of money, it will never be enough, because you will just be thinking of more money, and your mind will be just corrupted and you will just feel like money is happiness. No, we need that money, but money is not everything. Yes. Is that?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Someone else add on?
Can I add on there?
Yeah, go ahead.
To me, it's also not that the money can answer everything in our life, because in our life you find someone is having a lot of money, he doesn't know what to use the money for, but he has challenges. Example, you find someone is like a man, he is having a family, he got married, is there, they have no kid and they have money. If it would be that money can buy everything, you could find they could pay some, and they get a kid. But because money, there is a point it reaches. That's why you find that at one point money comes at the end, and you find it is not a solution for everything. To me, I think money cannot manage to do everything in life, but it also contributes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, money can contribute. Sylvia, you have something?
Yeah. I have. Okay, go on.
maybe before
Yes.
Sylvia,
Mhm.
I would also say that the factors to everything in life is not necessarily just money. Money is just an add-on, cause may I look at life as being the first, the best, because man makes money. So if I can make money, then it means that money is not everything in my life. It's just something small to add on, because you realize that some people who have lots of money, you may think they have money and their life is okay, but they are in problems. And that is why you will see someone, they say that I wish money could just buy everything. It could have bought the life of so and so. So life is everything in life. It is not necessarily money. That's what I just wanted to add on. Back to you, Philips.
Yeah, thank you. Sylvia?
Yeah, I'm also adding on with my friends. Philip, money isn't the answer to everything, because money is never enough. Money is never enough. You get money today and you do something, and then tomorrow you'll need another money to complete another thing, and then the other day you'll need another money to complete the other thing. So money will never be enough. And then, like Kenneth said, if money was the answer to all, it would be bringing back our lost beloved people. You go and pay money in the hospital and somebody who is dead comes back to life. Money would help to solve marriage issues, buying love, because people are in relationships, but not true love, but they are giving money. So if money could buy that love, so I can be with my partner, but you're finding that you've given a partner everything, you've made a business, given the house, everything, you guys have kids, but she or he wakes up in the morning and says, I'm divorcing. But you have a full bag of money in the house. So money is not the answer to all. No. Money stops somewhere. And then you as a person, your inner feeling, you as an individual, you have to look for that true happiness within yourself. And then you enjoy life. Yeah. That is it, Philip.
Yeah. Thank you, Sylvia. And that is so much important to understand. If there is no one, I can still ask one question that is also touching as 3P African educators. As 3P educators, we have got projects. Yes, we know money cannot be everything, but at one point we need money. We are using internet, we need money, we need some food, we need some airtime. So as 3P educators, how are we able to generate money? Because we need money and we don't have it. This one is also going.
Yes, maybe I can answer that. From true sharing of love, happiness, just like Sylvia had mentioned that when Sydney Bank started sharing about the individuals, he was sharing, not that he didn't expect that he was going to get money from people, no, but when from the sharing, having that good feeling, showing love, yeah, you'll just get that. Someone somewhere might be touched, and you'll need, and money will just flow. Yeah. So let us just trust the process and continue sharing, just like Sydney Banks was doing, and things will be.
The momentum and people were able to donate something. We also need to keep the energy in what we are doing, positive feeling, positive vibe. Money shall have to generate them. Thank you. Maybe Sylvia, you can share something as about to wrap it.
Yeah, I just want to recall something that happened some 3 years back, I think now. The time we started, the time we had just met Harry and Jim, we are introduced to them by a certain friend who is not with us now. But that time when we met them, we were many in the group. Yeah, we were many in the group, and we kept meeting, I think every Friday, I don't recall. But know what happened? The number went on reducing. People kept getting out. And I think it is me and Kenneth and Joseph that kept holding on until today. But during that time, not even Jim or Harry was giving us money for data, because we used to do a WhatsApp video call that every week to talk about the 3Ps. So why have I brought in this? Sometimes we always look at who is going to give us when it comes to money. Who is going to give me? But when are you also going to give out? That is also one thing to think about. You as an individual, when are you going to give out before you think who is going to give me? I want to remind you that many people who are blessed, if you look at their stories, they always love giving out. When they get, they love sharing with others. What they get, they share back. Those people are always blessed. They never lack. They never lack. You know, I'm a witness of one. You get, you give out. So you don't always look at who is going to support me, who is going to support my project, who is going to support me doing this. How am I going to help myself? So the first answer would be, we ourselves, we are supporting the 3P projects. How? Philip, you are investing in your time to be on this webinar. Nobody is paying for that time. You are putting in your time. Other people who are here, they are putting in their data to be on the webinar. That is the first investment. And secondly, we are available. We are getting knowledge from everyone's mind about what we are doing in the 3Ps, about sharing with others. It's also an investment in our project. Now, when we come to, after we see what are we putting in the project, we ourselves, how are we helping our project of the 3Ps? Then we look at who is going to help us. Martha is blessed with her sharing of her inner person. She goes and shares, and somebody feels compassion and gives. See? And that is how it is. And we don't expect to have Martha's breakthrough the same way of mine, the same way of Philip, the same way of Stuart. Everybody has his own way God has prepared for him. In this project of the 3Ps, as long as we still talk to people to come on the webinar and listen, one day, one time, all the projects of, who knew that when Sitting Back started this thing, who knew that it would come this far? Who knew that even us will even hear about the 3Ps? How many years have passed ever since this man passed on? But the thing is still moving up to now. How many years did he wait? So who knows that one day God will give us a breakthrough as the 3P African educators, and we are going to find ourselves on the billboard of international countries. See? So we have to invest in We have to invest in first. Then with the sharing, little by little, chances we get, if you get a chance and you share with someone, they feel compassion. And when they feel compassion, one way of the joy and happiness, they share because they are touched, because there is no any other way we are going to say, now let us start a business that is going to bring out the money in the 3 Ps, because now we shall be targeting specifically for money now. But this is sharing for free, sharing for us to learn, sharing for us to develop our mind and increase our mind and enlarge and know the truth, because this is truth. Yeah, so Philip, your question, the 3 projects, yes, my dear, they are going to boom financially when the right time comes. God knows that right time. None of us know that right time. But when the right time comes, we don't know how long it will take, but let us keep on the line of sharing. However much, any time we get, any moment we get, let us share. Let us grow in sharing the happiness, the joy, and God knows when it will come. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate you so much for that and the team. So me, I would like to add on that we need to also learn on how to budget our money sometimes to fit on what we want. Because sometimes you may find someone is having 100,000, let's say Uganda shillings, but she wants to buy a car, but that money cannot buy a car. Then you find out because he's overthinking about that, it is bringing negativity into him, or it is bringing more quarrels. But if I know I have certain amount of money, is it fitting in what I want? Let me budget well, let me squeeze it, and I make sure with my money I'm contented. With my small money I have, I can do this, but not lamenting every time. I want this, I have 100,000. If I could be having 1 million, I could do this. Let's try to calm our mind. Let's try to be contented with what we have. With the money we have, we can do everything that fits in. So I appreciate everyone for joining our topic today, as we shared about money and 3 P. And
Yeah, Philip,
we appreciate. Yes.
Before we close, allow me just say this, but it's kind of fun story, but for 2 minutes. It's still about money. There is this couple that didn't have money and they lived in a poor life, and they were enjoying their marriage very, very well. And the husband was cooperating with the wife, and there was love in a home. And then they started praying together as a couple for God to financially bless them with money. So God heard their prayers and God blessed them with money. So the man started having money, and then he got a car. He started driving taxi, like carrying passengers here and there. And then boom, guess what happened? The man used never to come back at home. The man used to sleep in the bars. The man used to waste money, and the man spoiled the man completely. No more happiness at home, no more love, no more joy, domestic violence only. So this woman went back on the knees and told God, God, I prayed for this money to come, but it has become a disaster in my home. Take it back. So, and God was like, okay, let me take the money back. And God took the money back. And then how money came back at home? So I see. Yeah.
Very important. So I thank everyone for joining. I thank everyone for sharing. We are repeating these shows every after 2 weeks, every Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Uganda, Kenya time. We are looking forward to continue sharing together, educating together as Africans. I thank you so much.